Here we are.
Brother. It's good. It's always
How's
good,
it going,
Trey.
Tom? Yeah. We are the Tom and Trey Show.
That's right.
Yep, I'm Trey.
I'm Tom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Ace Frehley would have loved to have that amp.
I know, right?
God bless Ace Frehley is all I can say, man.
I know, man. He will be missed for sure.
Man. I think he put more guitars in the youth's hand than anybody else.
I agree with that. I
That's
love
the reason
Kiss.
I picked it up.
Oh, I love Kiss, man. I went and saw them when I was younger, and I loved them. Yeah, I still love them. You know?
Tim, he comments from time to time.
Yeah.
He watches this. Hi, Tim.
Yeah,
And
hey, Tim.
I really I talk to him quite often. He's an awesome dude. But he has an older sister, and she took him to see Kiss when Destroyer was out, like in the mid '70s or whatever.
That must have been...
He got to see so many bands because his older sister would take him to go see all these.
Oh,
it's incredible.
That's incredible.
I can't imagine. He had to be like 9 or 10, and he's seeing this amazing Kiss show, and Kiss was like on it.
What an influence! You know?
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, well, I just love all the bends and the guitar harmonies. Like, come on, what could you not like about that?
Yeah,
right?
Man, it's just cool. They did their thing and they did it well.
Yeah, amen to that. It was so cool, you know. Those huge unison bends and the harmonies they did all the time. It sounded so cool.
Yeah, like Detroit Rock City. It's just, I mean, everybody that's heard that, especially the first time, like, oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah, everybody I know likes them too. Girls like them too, which is wild because like a lot of times hard rock, you might let a girl hear that and they might not like it.
Yeah.
But they like Kiss. There's something special about that band.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. It was kind of weird at the time. I got into it as I was a kid. I think I was 10 years old when I got exposed. It was Christmas one year, and I got the first album, Kiss and Destroyer, for Christmas one year.
Really?
And I was like, wow, this is great, you know?
Yeah, amen.
But then you got to the point where it kind of, once like Love Gun came out or whatever, kind of outgrew it for a bit.
Yeah. Well, you were on the other rock. Right?
Yeah, right.
You know, that's the whole thing.
It's just always, I still circle back to it though, because it's just such a special time for me to actually enjoy that music.
And tied to those memories, you know?
Yeah, man, it's good.
I think that's for me too, you know, certain points in my life, certain people I knew.
Yeah, and all reflection of the music that, you know, and that's the cool part. If you're really into music, I associate most of my memories with the song of some sort.
Definitely.
You know,
yeah,
I actually think a lot of people do, you know.
Yeah, they probably do. Beth, I hear you calling, you know, that same Beth.
Yeah.
I remember girlfriends at that time, you know, just hearing that song and learning it on piano and it's just, you know, just wild.
I'll tell you my Beth story, even though we're a little sidetracked here.
No, that's okay.
So when that came out, back when schools used to have dances, I was in 7th grade. My girlfriend's name was Beth.
Oh, man.
So for the Halloween dance, I went as Peter Criss.
Oh, that's so cool.
So they played this song, and we actually danced to it. I smeared makeup all over her hair. It was awesome.
Oh, that's so great, though. That's so great. That was clever, cool. Man.
Yeah. It was just my dumb. I thought that was the easiest face to do.
Amen.
The cat man, so to say. But it was funny because my girlfriend was Beth. And then when they played that song, we were dancing in the center floor. And
I mean, those memories are just so special. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Amen.
Anyway, I'm sure everybody's got some type of memory somewhere to a Kiss song.
I guarantee it. Yeah.
But, they were cool, man.
They were cool.
But that was, like I said, man, Ace would love to have this sound back in the 70s.
Can you imagine? That's the thing about those old bands. Imagine if they had access to this.
Yeah.
What they would have come up with. But then again, we might not have gotten what we got. And I'm glad we got it.
That's true. Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, check them out. Their early shows are on YouTube and stuff and see what they were using.
Really?
Yeah. Ace had a thing that he plugged in. And they still make this device. But at the time, it was probably, you know, considered, you know, cutting edge.
Yeah.
But it was something you put in your input jack. And it was like a boost of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
And then you plugged your cable into that. And it actually had a knob on it.
I have seen that.
Yeah, they still make them today.
They do. It's a little box.
But that was Ace's thing.
No shit.
It
worked. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Was that a Plex he was playing?
Yeah, all the early ones, yeah. Anything Marshall, you know, anything Marshall. It's pretty interesting. A quick Ace story. because it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, Jimi Hendrix was playing Madison Square Garden, I believe it was, and Ace was going to the show, and he started, they were unpacking and stuff, and he had long hair and the whole spiel, so he looked like part of the road crew. So he just kind of he saw what they were doing to get in when they were unloading stuff, how they kind of nodded to the security.
Yeah.
So he did it too. He just nodded and went right in, like he was part of
That's so funny.
setup. And then finally somebody called on to it. Who are you and what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
He said, "Can you do anything? Can you lift anything?" He said, "Oh yeah, I know how to set up drums and stuff." Well, here he was setting up. He set up Hendrix's drummer's drums.
Whoa!
And it was funny because back then you didn't know what people looked like. You saw a little bit of like Mitch Mitchell, what you saw on the album.
Yeah.
But by the time that this was happening, Mitch went from straight hair to this perm hair.
Yeah.
And Ace didn't realize that Mitch is standing there and somebody's asking him, "Hey, Mitch, is this the snare you want to use or something like that?"
And then he
Ace
realized,
like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, that's so crazy.
But nowadays you're not sneaking into nothing. But
no, you're not. But see, those are such cool things, right? That would have never happened with those kind of attitudes,
No, right.
And
what was the worst thing you're going to happen?
Yeah.
There's some long-haired guys that tried to get backstage.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think there was like a innocence to the world, right? There was like, I don't know, everybody's manipulating everything now, right? But back then people weren't, like, everybody looked out for one another.
Well,
so if somebody was being a goofball,
I think there was a little more compassion to it too. The guy realized he wasn't here, but if we can use him, we're going to use him. We're not paying him.
Yeah.
Get to
Might
work.
as well. Get to work, exactly. Got an extra roadie to take it off some of the other guys' loads.
So that story's, I actually heard that online a few years ago. I just thought that was pretty cool.
That's
actually,
so
Ace is
cool.
online. He tells that story. So.
Really?
Yeah. So either way, and I'm sure there's tons of guys that did that kind of stuff. So
I'm sure.
But it's just cool to see that time, it wasn't always frowned upon.
Yeah.
To take that initiative. It's just because you want to be part of something.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just welcomed along for the ride, and that was one of those times. So.
Oh, and it changed his life, I'm sure.
Yeah. So the biggest takeaway on that is everybody should be good to each other.
Amen to that.
And themselves.
Yeah.
You deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Amen. We're all here together.
We ain't here long.
That's it's a blink.
It's a blur for me, brother.
It's a blink. It's already blurring for me too, which is crazy,
Yeah, I just holy crackers, man. I don't know where it all went, but it went.
It goes fast.
So anyhow, we got a little left in this yet.
You want to put it all away?
Why not? Knobs are meant to be turned, right?
That's it. Oh, I'm on the crunch, sorry.
It's crazy good, man.
It's crazy good. I agree with you. It's there is something special to it. And for that package, that's the biggest thing. So they make a new one that's actually, I'm really excited to try sometime. It's called the Astro. And what that one has, everybody wanted that separated, the clean and crunch.
Right.
So they finally made this thing where you can have, it's MIDI controlled actually, and it has multiple stages that you can set, and it remembers the gain levels.
Oh, okay.
Which is really quite clever.
My only thought, I'm trying to get that. This is the only problem with these high gain amps. And the hiss you get out of them.
That's why the Cornford is so magical.
Yes, they. I don't know how they did it. I have a general idea, to be honest with you, but
yeah,
and understand this circuit design really. They came out in the '80s. I don't know how far they've graduated from that.
Definitely,
but some things weren't known as they are now. But yeah, that's why I don't play high gain amps.
Because of that,
I like the sound, but I do not like the hiss.
Yeah,
and I really think, me personally, I'm not a high gain player. but if I was, I'd put a pedal in front of a plexi to
I
get
get
that
it.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Aldrich does a really cool thing with that. He has a pedal called oh man, what's it called? Rocket fuel or jet fuel or something like that. But
Yeah.
he gets an AC/DC style crunch and
Mm-hmm.
then uses that pedal to get a really saturated sound.
What's that pedal company you like?
Oh yeah. Geez, I'm
That's the
sorry.
way to do it,
Yeah.
right?
What is that? Oh man.
LPD or
LP.
something?
That's it.
Yeah, good.
LPD.
I was
Good
surprised I
job.
remembered. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I have a few of his pedals. Oh,
I
we got to
love
try
them.
them too, man, because I have a couple of them and they're really good. And I'm such a fan of that guy. I communicate with him on Instagram.
Do you really? Did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see the story that Rappaport said, Doug Rappaport? I saw you commented on the video because he was doing the
Yeah.
80s one. He said it sounded great. And man, it does. And he said he was selling a plexi or something, right? And he said he
Yes,
heard
that's
this
the
guy.
one.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Because he's like, well, damn, now I don't want to sell it. It sounds so good in
Good.
there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll teach you a lesson, right?
Yeah. That guy is so cool. And
Yeah.
I do want to, that's one thing we're going to do to his pedals because, for one, they deserve them. And I told him before that I said, hey, you know, if it's okay, we're going to showcase your
Oh, did you
pedals.
tell him?
Yeah, I
Cool.
told him a while ago.
Yeah.
And
I would love to do that. I'd
yeah,
love to get them
because
all. Because he's got quite a few good ones.
so here's the deal, man. When it comes to a Marshall in the box, they're it.
That's the ones.
So, and I know we're getting sidetracked, and I apologize, but this is important. I've tried every plexi pedal you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
I even tried that rival drive, which I
Yeah.
thought was great, but
It is great.
It was too complex, and it's just hard to settle on one good sound. So, and I sold it.
Yeah,
And
I did too.
That was probably the top plexi pedal to me on the planet. I mean,
Definitely.
as in the capabilities and all the features in there, and price. But I have his '68 Deluxe pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, it was LPD.
Yeah,
And that's it.
That's
That
the
is
sound,
my
right?
plexi pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And when I had to fly out to wherever, out to Nebraska and stuff,
Yeah.
that was my rig. That pedal. And then we put
What did you plug it into? I'm
a
just curious.
Vox actually.
Really?
Yeah,
And it worked.
Vox and clean, and then plexi powered it. But I actually have his 2203 pedal as well. A 79. He has a 79 JMP Marshall.
Oh man,
And
is that the red one?
Yes, the little red one.
Oh, everybody's talking about that one.
Yeah.
That's like all over the internet.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
right. So it was so cool because I contacted him and he said, "I'll build it for you tonight."
Wow.
And so that was cool.
That's so great.
But anyhow, it's a really good pedal. And same way, I've had the 2203 Marshalls, and this sounds like it. So the cool part is,
unbelievable.
I'll put those two together because the '68 Deluxe pedal actually has a clean boost, and it has a hot rod. It's a very simple pedal that has great sounds, but that boost is in play regardless if you have the pedal engaged or not.
Oh, interesting. That's
So
really cool.
I'll stack them, kind of the plexi and pushing into
the JMP. Yeah,
and it's like if you put a pedal in front of a Marshall amp,
and
you
it
get
sounds
that
like that.
And it's just these two pedals. So you talk about great sounds.
Unbelievable.
So, and when we do that, I'm going to bring in an amp that's super clean for that, because
so
it's a very neutral sounding amp, and that's why I built that amp, to have actually my friend Tim is the one that inspired me to make these.
Yeah,
he has one now and I have one, but it's designed to be a pedal platform.
That's so great,
and it's very cool. We'll talk about it, but those pedals, that guy's worth checking out. It's LPD pedals, and they're made in Mesa, Arizona.
Awesome.
And the guy is really a guru when it comes to what he's, and not that these other guys are not.
Yeah, but that guy's heard really good things about it.
He focuses on, as far as best I know, he focuses on Marshalls in a box. So if you heard the Rappaport one, and then
it sounded so good.
And these are amps that he's actually dealt with, that he's replicating. So, there's a lot of guys that make something, but they don't have the amp to replicate it from. Where he had, one of them is the Jose and something else, and he actually had those amps and was in the studios back in the days.
Unbelievable.
And he told me the story on how these came, how that one that Rappaport was playing. He shared with me the story on Instagram on those amps that was used and stuff that he used to model that pedal from. So I'm not sure what he does. I don't know. I'm not a pedal builder, but it's interesting to me that especially that JMP 79, it's called.
Yeah.
It reacts Every
like an
knob
amp.
acts like the amp.
That's unbelievable to me because, like, it's a pedal.
Yeah.
To
Right.
get any amp to sound like a Marshall is like, come on. That's not an easy task. It's just not.
No,
Everyone I
and
felt is not very good at it, honestly.
everybody's tried it, so to say. And it's interesting. There's some good ones out there, but his are not modelers.
Yeah.
So you'll see like the UA one or whatever that is. Audio, right? UA?
That's a model of it.
They have the line or whatever that's called. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
modeling device, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
His are not. His are built like a mini amp.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's so great.
So
wow.
It's cool. So I like the simplistic amp with something like that nowadays, because amps with a lot of features, it's cool until they break.
Yeah, that's right.
So
again, why I always come back to those Cornfords, because they're so simple.
They are simple. That's all right. And that's why I always go back to Plexis, because they're even simpler yet.
And I'm going to be doing that soon too.
You are.
I can't wait for that.
One day, folks, please stand by or stay with us, because one day I'm going to bring Plexis in here and variants of Plexis, and there's going to be half stacks everywhere.
That's going to be so cool.
It'll be cool, man. So we'll go all the way from JTM 45s to JTM 50s to just keep rolling up to the 100 watters. And
yeah, I can't wait for that. I want to pull that guitar over too.
Right on.
So they can, a single coil person could hear what it sounded like.
Right. You play a Strat style guitar or single coils?
Because a lot of guys, now it's probably going to be a little noisy because it doesn't have any silencing.
Right. That's okay.
This is a cool guitar though. This is an LsL. Feel the weight of that for a second.
I remember this guitar. What's that body made out of?
Alder, but it's master grade alder, and it is light, isn't it?
Is this cat names back here?
That's my cat name. Isn't that cool?
It is, but I would not have suspected this was alder.
Yeah.
Not this light. This thing doesn't weigh anything.
It weighs nothing.
And it's not that I'm like super strong. I'm telling you, this thing weighs nothing here. So that's why the first question was, what's this made out of?
Yeah.
It's not chambered or anything, right? It's just, golly, is that light.
You feel that? That's crazy. And I love the finish. It's celery over black.
I like that too.
And that neck is gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Flame maple neck. And beautiful. Look how thick the rosewood is on that.
Oh yeah, slab on there. That's cool.
Yeah, that's such a good guitar. I've been very impressed by these guitars.
Awesome. We'll fire it up.
Yeah, so let's hear it. So we get normal channel.
Yeah, you might want to put it back to where you normally. Yeah, wherever you put normally your tone controls.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's a. Great, doesn't it?
It does sound great. So what pickup selection were you on?
So that's the front neck pickup there.
Cool.
And then let's hear the bridge too there.
Yeah, why not?
Give it a little more gain. It sounds good, don't
It
it?
does sound good.
Yeah.
Especially for a bridge pickup on a Strat.
Usually harsh, right? And that sounds nice and fat.
Yeah.
And these are those Arlos.
Gotcha. Right on,
Those
man.
specialty pickups. So, and you know, all the other sounds sound great too. They, you know.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then how about well, you know, I better do it because I'm going to get yelled at. Clean channel real quick, just so people can hear what it sounds like.
Okay.
I'm just going to do a real quick run through of
cool.
that because it is good. It's like a Fender.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that comes out of this?
Yeah.
Like a real lush. It reminds me of like a Princeton or something.
No, it sounds great, dude.
Really good.
It does sound really good.
And then we got one last thing to do with it.
Yeah. And which is rare. There isn't many Strats that are used in the metal world, you know.
You're right.
Yeah.
But we'll give it a shot.
The one that I liked that always comes to mind was Metallica. I think it's When I Disappear.
Oh, really?
He's playing
Really?
Kurt Hammett's playing a Strat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, because it's not in that world much.
No.
Even though it does, I mean, Ingve does it. He's a guy right into a plexi.
Right.
Which is interesting, you know.
But his looks like a plexi.
I know, but it's got something going on.
Oh my God!
Right?
Yeah. There's a lot to that.
I bet.
So
it started out wanting to be that, but then he changed it right later.
Well, yeah, and Marshall makes those Ingve
clones,
or they did possibly, but they made him his amp. But it has the aesthetics of a plexi, and that's pretty much where it ends.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he owns a lot of them, but I know there's like a boost or something in the front, right? And something
I never
else
really
too.
looked. The circuitry's out there. I never really looked in it, just because that's not really my thing. But
yeah.
And he's not really my thing either.
Yeah, I get it.
He's cool. He's great at what he does. It's just everybody's got their flavor. We talked about it earlier. I'm an Aerosmith guy. That's my top band.
I get it.
So I like what Joe Perry and Brad Whitford do with Strats, you know, and stuff. But
yeah, I usually when I think of Strats with this kind of amp, you know, I love all those like. Oh, it's gonna be loud. Sorry. That kind of
that's what to me with Strats are really best at.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Let's metal it up.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Metal
So
up.
9 o'clock on the gain. It sounded great.
Sounds like a Strat still, which is good.
Yeah. And we'll put, oh yeah, bridge pickup there. And then we'll go halfway on the gain now.
Right on,
Still
man.
sounds huge though.
It does, man.
And then 3 o'clock.
That's one more, man.
Yeah.
That's it. And then we're gonna call this one good.
All the way.
So I gotta tell you, man, it's interesting because once it got that saturated and stuff, I think if you heard it without seeing it, it would be hard to tell what guitar that was.
Right, it would be.
It's really, really great sound. It's really super saturated. And,
you wouldn't know what that was at that point.
No, I really don't think so. I, you know, you would struggle to say what was that. I wouldn't have guessed a Strat.
I wouldn't have either, right?
The good stuff, man.
Yeah, very cool, Tom.
It is, bro. I'm just rolling the hits down a little bit.
Thank you, man. This was a good one today.
This was a good one, man. Trey, it's always a good one.
It's always a pleasure, Tom. I always have such a good time.
Yeah, that sounded great.
Yeah.
And that is a killer guitar, man. People need to check them out.
Right? Yeah.
I do like the celery color.
Isn't it cool? Really it's so like different. That. When I asked about it, they're like, huh, that'll be different.
It will be. It's incredible. You know, years ago, I went to the Nashville NAMM, and I was talking to this guy. I can't remember who they were, but they made their version of a Telly.
Mm-hmm.
Vince Gill was actually there to pick one up. So I know they were legit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Scotty Hill for Skid Row was there. That was really cool. I got to talk to him a little bit.
That's neat. Yeah, that's neat.
Because I was always a big Skid Row fan when it came out. But
yeah.
They had a Telly that was, and I said, what do you call that color? And it was Coke bottle green.
Huh.
It was a really, really pretty color.
I bet. Well. That's different.
Actually, that kind of reminded me of that when I saw that. First instinct that came to my mind was that remember seeing that Telly Coke bottle green. So this is the first I've heard of celery green.
Yeah.
So it's very, and it looks like celery green. So
yeah. And that's LsL. It's just an amazing company. They're out in
I
California.
was going to ask you where they're at.
Used to be in Boston, I think, and then they moved to California. And I will say, like, so all the most, like, you know, some of the best session guys, they all have an LsL. And I was like, huh.
In
Wonder why
California
that
area.
is. Yeah, well, almost everywhere around the world, all the like top session guys.
Oh, really?
They always have one of these.
No kidding.
Sitting in their rack somewhere, and I started noticing it, and I was like, Sean Tubbs has like all these guys,
right.
you know. And I was like, there's got to be something to those guitars.
That's it. They wouldn't have them if they didn't work. That's for sure.
That's right. And sure enough, they are something else, aren't they?
It is beautiful.
Yeah. So
rock and roll, Daddy-O.
Yeah. Great stuff, Tom.
Yeah, man.
Again, we are the Tom and Trey Show. I'm Trey.
And I'm Tom.
Yep. And we will see you guys every other week on Sundays at 10:30 a.m.
Yep. And thank you, soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. Oh, and Space Force, too.
Amen.
Thanks for what you do, man. Keep us rocking in the free world.
Thank you so much.
All right, bro. Good deal.
I'll call,
as always.
Man.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. Great stuff.